today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jason Sanders to kick off.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Burns. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Marshall. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Dolphins.
Now it's Breida. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. And it's
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's able to find Hawkins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
To number 87.
From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Marshall. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
5 more yards. Move those chains.
Operating from the gun, Marshall. Throw left side complete. It's Wheeler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Marshall. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burns. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run here with Robinson. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
And goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll find Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
A big play there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Jason
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jags. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Marshall in trouble, and he's taken down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to number 89.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At the 43-yard line.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st down, Miami.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Breida. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake. Marshall. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brandon Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived it back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. To throw on third down, Marshall. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Forced out to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On first and 10, Marshall. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down, Marshall. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
Marshall's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by Miami.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Jaguars.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we reach half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him. Cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Looking to pass. Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Number 85.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Dolphins.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hawkins. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Makes the score Dolphins 27.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Marshall. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they got confidence. So that's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua rolling to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
3rd down.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Dolphins on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at third and a few inches. He will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Marshall. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Marshall. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To number 30.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marshall, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again?
At the 28-yard line.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Throwing on 3rd and long. Marshall. And the pressure gets to him again.
Quarterback sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build up.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially